Here you can get unlimited color grading using gradient map. So once you put your image to Photoshop, just click on your layers right here, click on new adjustment layer, and just click on gradient map right here, and just change the blend mode from normal to soft light, and change the opacity to about 30%, and just click on OK. Now from here, just click on this gradient right here, and just change this type from solid to noise, and change the roughness to about 30%, and make sure restrict color is selected, and just click on randomize right here to change the color and select anyone you like. So from here you have unlimited colors. So just keep clicking on randomize until you get the color you actually want. And you also have control over the colors after. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. So I think I like this color right here, and I'm going to click on OK. This is the before and the after. The before and the after. And you can add more to it. All you have to do is come to your layers, click on new adjustment layer, click on gradient map, and just change the blend from normal to soft light. Opacity, you can use 40 this time, and click on OK, and just click on the gradient right here, change its type from solid to noise, roughness to 30% or 20% for this, and just click on randomize again until you get the colors you are looking for. Alright, so let me just look for a color for the shadow. Okay, I like this color for the shadow area, so I'm going to click on OK. Now I'm just going to apply this color to the shadow area. Now to do that, I'm just going to double click on this empty gradient right here. Under my blend if option, under the underline layer, I'm just going to remove it from the highlights like this, and just apply it only on the shadow area. So I'm going to hold alternate to split it to make the effect look smooth. To make the transition look smooth, just apply it only on the shadow area and click on OK. Now we have that effect only on the shadow area. So this is the before and the after, the before and the after. And from here you can choose to increase the opacity if you want the opacity to be obvious. So the before and the after. Let me just group it so you can see the color grading we did for this image. So this is the before and the after. Now let me show you another way you can do that. So instead of coming to your layers right here, clicking on new adjustment layer, all you can do is just come down here, click on adjustment layer right here, and click on gradient map. So from here, change the blend mode to soft light like this, and reduce the opacity to 30% like this, and click on this gradient right here. Once you click on the gradient, change from solid to noise. When you change it to noise, you can change the roughness to 40%, and from here just keep clicking on randomize until you get the color you are looking for. All right, so you click on randomize until you get the color you want. So I want to apply this color to the shadow, but I feel the green is looking too much. So all I can do is just come to the green right here under this color model RGB, and just reduce the green like this to reduce the green from the overall image. And if you want to reduce the blue, all you have to do is just bring the blue down as well. It's going to reduce the blue like that. But I like it like this, and I want to apply it only on the shadow area. I don't want to be on the skin of the subject. I'm going to click on OK. Now another way you can do that, you can either mask out the subject or just pick your normal brush tool and just remove it from the subject with your black brush. So let me show you how to do that. So once I pick my normal brush tool with my black brush selected, I'm just going to paint the effect out of the subject like this, so that the effect is not going to be on the skin of the subject. So you can take your time to do this, or like I said earlier, you can use the blend if option. I'm just going to double click and just come to my underline layer and just remove the effect like this from the subject and just split it like so. So we have only the effect on the background, and click on OK. So this is the before and this is the after, the before and the after. But I feel the effect is still affecting the subject, so I'm just going to use my brush tool, pick my black brush, and just paint it on the skin of the subject, because I don't want it to affect the skin of the subject. I'm going to apply another color to the skin of the subject. All right, now next I'm going to do, I'm going to create another gradient map adjustment layer again. So I come to my adjustment layer, click on gradient map, and just change the color from normal to soft light. Opacity, I'm going to be using 40. Change the type from solid to noise, and just click on randomize like so. Now I'm looking for color for the skin of the model. Okay, now I feel the roughness is too much. I'm going to take it down to 20% and just keep clicking on randomize until I get the skin tone I like for the model. Alright, I feel I like the skin tone for the model, so I'm just going to reduce the red a little bit like so, and click on OK. Now I'm just going to invert the selection by pressing Ctrl I to invert the selection and pick my white brush tool and just paint it only on the skin of the subject to apply that color to the skin of the subject. So like I said earlier, you have control over this adjustment. All right. So from here, you can choose to reduce the opacity or increase the opacity the way you want. I'm going to take it down to about 27, and I'm just going to group the gradients I did and click on OK. So this is the before and the after. Look at the color grading, the before and the after, the before and the after. If it is too much, you can reduce the overall opacity. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the curve adjustment layer to add brightness to the image. So I'll come to my curve adjustment layer and just click on lighter RGB to add a bit of brightness to the overall image and just reduce the opacity a little bit like so. So let me just group everything so you can see. So this is the before and the after. And also you can do the same thing for image like this. Just come to your layer, your adjustment layer, gradient map, change it from normal to soft light, opacity 40%. Let's use 50 for this. Okay, and just click on this drop that icon right here on the gradient, change from solid to noise, and just click on randomize until you get any color you want. So you have unlimited color with this. All right, let's use this image right here for the final example. So just click on your adjustment layer, click on gradient map, so you can do it differently. So I'm just showing you the different way you can do it. So change the blend mode from normal to soft light, opacity to 50%. Let's use 50%. Just click on the gradient right here and just change the type from solid to noise, and just change the roughness to about 20%, and just click on randomize until you get the color you're looking for. All right. And if you feel you like any one and you skip it, just press Ctrl Z to undo, and it's going to go back to the previous color. So Ctrl Z is going to go back to the previous color. So just keep clicking on randomize until you get the colors you actually want. So I like this color right here, but I like this color right here, but I feel it's too much. So I'm going to click on OK and just reduce the opacity even more a little bit like so. So this is the before and the after, the before and the after. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of contrast to make it blend. So I'll come to my adjustment layer, click on levels adjustment layer, and just move the dark part inside a little bit like so. So let me just group everything. So this is the before and the after, the before and the after. So with this gradient method, you can get unlimited color grading. It's going to give you a base to start when you want to color grade your image, and you can actually get amazing results. Just play with it and see what works for you. If you want to learn how to retouch your image from start to finish, click on use your show right here. I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay creative.